There's a Sakhi of Guru Amardas Ji Sache Pacha. There was a person by the name of Saavan Mal. Saavan Mal, who was a Gursikh, who was actually the Patija of Guru Amardas Ji Sache Pacha. This Patija of Guru Amardas Ji was with Guru Amardas Ji Sache Pacha in the city of Goindwal side. And in this city, Guru Amardas Ji said that in surrounding the Sangat, the poor villages around, they need lots of firewood. So why don't you go into the bazaar? Why don't you go into the nearby city? Buy a whole bunch of firewood. Cut a whole bunch of firewood and then bring it to the river and just throw it into the river, so then the river may carry it down to the villages. They may pick up the firewood and they may be able to use it. So Saavan Mal is about to go, and the mother of Saavan Mal comes up to Sache Pacha, Guru Amardas Ji, and says, "Hey Sache Pacha, the place where you're sending my son, I have full faith in you, but I have a little bit of fear being a mother. The place where you're sending him, it is a very hostile place. There's people that do lots of black magic. There are people that curse people. I don't want my son to be affected by any of these things, just like sometimes elder mothers have this little type of fear, something might happen to my son." Guru Amardas Ji says, "Do not have fear. If he lives in the hukam of Akal Purkh, if he keeps fear, loving fear, and lives in the pay of Akal Purkh, he does not have nothing to worry about." Sache Pacha takes their ramal, their handkerchief, and gives it to Saavan Mal. Saavan Mal takes it, and Guru Amardas Ji says, "Hold on to this tight and never let go of believing into the hukam of Akal Purkh. Never let go of the pay of Akal Purkh, the fear of Akal Purkh." Saavan Mal goes. He was a devoted Gursikh. He goes to the city, and when he goes there, at that place, the king of the place said that everybody had to keep a fast, a vrat. But him being a Gursikh, he in the evening made prashada, and he started serving it to all the poor people that were very, very hungry. And he ate prashada himself. When the king found out that I gave a hukam, I gave a rule that nobody is to eat until the sun sets, but he fed people and ate himself before the sun set, bring him to me. He has to be punished. When Saavan Mal was brought in front of the king, he was told that you made a big mistake, and therefore he was thrown into jail. When he was thrown into jail, at that time, Pyareo, the king's son ate something after that vat, and whatever he ate made him very, very ill. And him being very, very ill, it seemed like that son of the king was about to pass away. The king had no other son. That son was the heir to the throne. The entire kingdom's hopes were on that king. And now everybody, which was in a state of bliss, because they were celebrating this Ekadasi, they're celebrating this day, this festival. But now everybody has gone quiet. They are in a state of sorrow because the son of the king seems like he's about to pass away. He's very, very ill. And Saavan Mal kind of feels this while he's sitting in jail. He asks, why is everybody in a state of sorrow now? Because just a couple of hours ago, everybody was in a state of happiness. They told him that because the king's son is ill, therefore everybody is in a state of sorrow. He says that my Guru is the giver of life. My Guru can take away all sorrow. I have this much faith in my Guru. They say, then why don't we take you to the king? The king calls Saavan Mal out and brings him to his son and says that why don't you ask your Guru, why aren't you able to do your Ardaas to your Guru? So what Saavan Mal does, he stands in front, he reads Sri Japji Sahib Ji the Path with full love and full devotion. And when he stands and he does Ardaas, he does Sache Pacha, this son of yours is going through an illness. Sache Pacha, you are the one that gives life, you are the one that takes away life. Sache Pacha, why don't you lift all of the sorrow of this kingdom, and why don't you give life? Why don't you take away the illness? We have read Japji Sahib Di Bani into his ears. Gurbani takes away all sorrow. Saavan Mal takes the handkerchief of Guru Amardas Ji, wipes it on the eyes and wipes it on the forehead of the son of the king, and asks Sache Pacha, please bless. Everybody is doing this Ardaas with such bliss that son of the king opens his eyes and he begins breathing again. Everybody falls at the feet of Saavan Mal. But Pyareo, this is where the problem happens. Saavan Mal says, even though he says in his mind that this is all because of my Guru, Everybody, even the king, is holding onto the feet and thinking that you've brought happiness back into the kingdom. The happiness has now come back into the kingdom because of you, and because of all of this happiness, Saavan Mal ended up staying in that area. He forgot to go back to Goindwal Sahib. When he stayed there, he became the main spiritual person. He started thinking, everybody started saying that he is the one with all the powers. He even started believing to himself that I am the one that brought back to life to him. He forgot that this was the Shakti, Akal Purkh was working through all of these aspects of life. He forgot, and he started thinking that I am the one that works. I had the power. He became the Guru himself. And when his words stopped coming true, whatever he would say, nothing would work. Any Ardaas that he would do, nothing would work. People started saying to him, the first, whatever you used to say, it would happen. And now whatever you say, the opposite happens. You are not in control of anything. And before he realizes that all my organs, all my faults are going to come out in front of the world and people are going to blame me, he says that I need to run back to Goindwal Sahib. He goes and falls at Guru Amardas Ji Sache Pacha's feet and says, Sache Pacha Maharaj, I've forgotten. I've separated myself from you for such a long time. Please bless me. And Guru Amardas Ji Sache Pacha says that never forget that Akal Purkh is the one that is doing any Shakti that you have. It is not because of you. Akal Purkh and the Guru works through you. If you think you are separate, the most darkest place that you can be is thinking that you are equal and as powerful as Akal Purkh. And Sache Pacha here, they say that those people that think they're equal, through his Kudrat, Sache Pacha destroys them as well. Sache Pacha throws them into Maya as well. Sache Pacha completely separates them and diminishes them from the world. So here this Kudrat, never ever forget this Kudrat. Never forget that the Shakti of Akal Purkh is working through this.